Okay, I'll tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had this gig at a menswear shop down in the Loop. Pretty classy place. It wasn't like top of the line, but it was really upscale. It was as upscale as you could get and still be buying off the rack. Okay. I didn't really want this job. I got this gig through the good graces of the father of one of the other guys in the dojo, and he set me up with it, and I needed the bread. I just needed the bread, and my current action wasn't cutting it. So I took this job as a salesman at this menswear place, right? So now I'm thinking this gig is about, salesman. Oh man, you got to be a smarmy little, kiss ass to be a salesman, right? You got to schmooze up to the customer. That's. Now all these salesmen at this menswear shop worked on commission, right? You get a cut of however much you sell. And there was a guy there, Al Koloff, and he was the top fucking salesman in that place. And he was a gruff, cantankerous, didn't apparently give a fuck if you bought anything. What's his approach? And he's bringing in commissions that are double or triple what everybody else is doing. And I go, how the fuck is he doing that? So I decided to observe Al Koloff. And this is what I learned. Some guy comes in, right? And let's say he's hovering over by the ties, right? So you approach. You don't ask the guy, do you want to buy a tie, sir? Because the answer could be fucking no. Then where are you, right? You say something like, do you prefer pattern ties or do you prefer plain ties, solid colored ties, right? And solid color, me too. And then, do you prefer knit ties or do you prefer silk ties? Silk? Oh, me too. Are you looking for something? Are you thinking about something to go with the suit you have on now, or are you thinking about a different suit? So if the cat says a different suit, you grab your swatch book from over there, and you find something that matches up with the suit he's thinking of, right? Or if he's thinking about the suit he's wearing, that's cool, right? And so this is how you progress, right? And you start showing them ties. And you don't say, oh, do you want this one? Or do you like, no, you hold it up and let him see it in the mirror on himself. You say, well, what do you think? Ask him what he thinks, right? Do you prefer something that blends in, or do you prefer something that stands out? Now, if you have the brains that God gave a kumquat, you will realize at this point, you should, that this is a fight going on here. And I am gathering information about my opponent. Every moment he's giving me information about himself. And I'm using that information to progress along as I guide him through choices that he thinks are his idea. You understand? He has allowed me to become the locus of control of his behavior. And when we get to the end where, we've winnowed it down to like 2 ties that he really kind of likes and he can't decide between the 2 of them, you say, well, would you like to take them both? Right? You could take them both, you innocently say. Right? And because he's let me be the locus of control of his behavior, that's why this sucker walks out with 2 expensive silk ties that he didn't fucking need. And if I'd been Al Koloff, he would have also left with 2 suits of top coat and a pair of shoes to match the new tie he just bought. You see? Right? Al Koloff was one of my best teachers.